Hi, darlings. Today I want to talk about how life is tricky. So, I feel like I have a lot on my plate. I feel like I've been going, been rush. And this morning I just felt like I couldn't figure out life. And I was trying so hard not to beat myself up because I kept feeling like I should be getting more stuff done than I have been. And it's not fun. It's not a good time. And I'm trying to figure out how to reconcile, not getting stuff done with that feeling of like, what are you doing? You have these goals, like, do it. Um, and I did end up feeling better by the end of the day, but it definitely took time, and I'm frustrated at how long it took to feel better. And I'm trying to even figure out what did help me feel better. I know a big part was my love ended up helping me clean and different things and took some stuff off my plate. And so I was able to finish editing my last chapter for the book I am narrating. So all I have to do is do some final editing. There's a couple spots I wanted to fix, and then just get the retail audio sample down, which should be really easy. But that definitely helped. Having him help me with some of the stuff on my plate was a huge relief. And then I had somebody cancel a work thing I was not looking forward to. Then somebody canceled a different work thing. That just means that tomorrow won't be just insane. And so, like, little by little, just more stuff was kind of taken off my plate. And I was able to relax. So, I didn't do anything to make me feel better. I suppose I didn't let myself spiral as much, but it felt like this huge battle. Like I felt like I get this imagery in my head that there's like this well or this cavernous pit and I start to like slip down it, and it's me just trying to cling on and not just keep falling because I used to do that a lot, or just be at the very bottom of the pit, and I would just be in a very dark place and be very mean to myself and be very upset at all my perceived failures. So, I mean, it's nice that it's rare that I get that far down anymore, but it's still that struggle is not fun. That just feeling like I'm clinging to these walls, trying not to fall any deeper and trying to fight the darkness in me that just wants to be like, you suck, like, why can't you get this stuff done? And, I look at other people that seem to achieve so much. I'm like, why can't I do that? Like, why am I not? Why don't I have a perfectly clean house? Why am I not constantly writing all the time? Why am I not editing? Why do I make mistakes when I read? Just all these things where I'm just not being the nicest. And then fighting that. It's tricky. And I feel like the fight is not a good thing. And I don't know what to do about it though, because I sometimes listen to some law of attraction things. Because I do see a lot of the principles echoed in different places, which I think is really interesting. Like, I even see some of the principles echoed in the book I'm narrating, which is nonfiction. So maybe it's like a scientific way of explaining law of attraction. And even in like some Christianity stuff, like there's some stuff that's kind of weirdly echoed, which I think is interesting. And anyway, the whole premise behind that is, you shouldn't focus on the things you don't want. So you should focus on what you do want. And then any sort of resistance isn't good for you. So when you have that like internal fight, that internal battle, you're just fighting yourself. You have a whole bunch of momentum, train going this way, and a whole bunch of momentum and energy on the train going this way, and they're just like going nowhere. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I stop that? You know, I'm trying to be nicer to myself and be like, okay, it's okay to be stressed. It's okay to worry. It's okay to just be like, ah. But I'm still fighting. I'm still fighting it. I don't want to fight. And I'm still trying to figure out, how do I reconcile that inside me? How do I make peace with it? So that's a big part of this journey, is figuring out how to get better. One of the things I was trying to figure or do was asking myself questions. So this is a thing that can be helpful. If you ask yourself a question, your brain, your subconscious, is going to try to figure it out for you. So I've been trying to just ask myself questions and be like, how can you get everything done that you want to get done in a way that's easy and relaxed? And I was also trying to remind myself that all the different things in my day that seemed to be too much, like each individual thing is either decent or good. Because I was like, oh, I have so much on my plate, but each thing was not bad. So try to remind myself of that. But there's still some figuring out to do. And I'm hoping I can figure it out. I'm hoping, just as more time goes on, the more I will figure out how to be as productive as I want to be. And I'm trying to cut myself slack too, because my regular work did get a lot busier. So when I originally did start narrating on this book that's due in 5 days, it will definitely be done. I wanted it done a week early. That's why I was feeling so hard on myself. Does that make sense? That's why I was being so hard on myself, because I put in a deadline for me. I didn't tell the other person. I was just like, I'm just going to leave the deadline as it is. I'm not going to promise anything. But I was like, ooh, I want to make sure it's done a week early. And when that didn't happen, I just was feeling so down. I've been writing less. But like I said, my regular work did get a lot busier. So when I was originally thinking like, oh yeah, I should totally have enough time to write and narrate and do all of this without too much stress, yeah, that didn't happen. there's a lot to do. So I just have to figure out cutting myself slack. But I just look at all these people that are so productive, that are so just go, 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 you know, because I follow like Tony Robbins and Tom Bilyeu and Brendan Burchard and these different people that seem like they are just constantly going. And I'm like, how do you do that? But I try to remind myself what my therapist had said of like, everybody's different and I need to not look at these people. I need to look at me and I need to figure out what is good for me. And again, ask those questions. How can I get everything done that I want to get done? And listen to one of the principles of successful people, which is there is no failure, only learning. So I'm trying to remember that. So we'll see how it goes. This video did not have really any answers. It was basically me being like, what do I do? Part of my learning. So I'm hoping like in a year I'll come back and I'll be like, this is how I figured it out. So maybe I'm going to put that out there, that this is how it's going to happen. So thanks for listening. I hope that you are, I don't want to say conquer, because fighting is bad. I hope you are finding peace with your stress and rising up to have a happy, easy, joyful, flow-filled day. So that's what I wish for you. Enjoy, and I will see you next time.